You are listening to The Michael Lodge Show. Wealth, business, and taxes. Oh yeah, and some politics. Let's get started.
Let's get started. This is Mike Lodge. I'm glad that you're here. I enjoy these times that you and I can sit down and have a little chat. This morning I thought that maybe it's time that we get some encouragement. We have had so much negative stuff pounded on us every single day. We've got politics, we've got ethics, we've got business, we've got taxes, we've got family issues, we've got conflicts, we've got disputes, we've got everything thrown at us. We human beings are a strange lot, right? We should be like dogs. I was thinking the other day, and I posted something that went along with this. You can take your dog, and you can step on that dog's foot, and it will yelp. But then what happens? He starts licking your feet. He starts licking your hands. He's forgiving you already. I tell you, there are a lot of us that need to be like dogs. I tell you that if you look at the dog's life and how he treats you, even though that you're mean to him, and how much love that he shows you, he's a Christian. That's what Christians are supposed to do. That's what human beings are supposed to do. We may be down. We may be broken. We may be discouraged. Every once in a while, we need to pick each other up and say, you know what? It's going to be a good day. You're going to make it through. There are days where you're going to feel broken. There are days that you're going to feel that you just can't make it through the next day. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you this. You may feel broken, but think of this analogy. Broken pots spread a lot more water. A lot of water comes out of a broken pot. And you know what? At some point in time, things begin to grow and things begin to get better. And things begin to establish themselves into a healthy plant once again. And you have spread the seeds. You've watered the seeds of so many different people along the way because you've been broken and all that water's flowing out of you because you're trying so hard. At some point in time, that luck, that love, that respect, that hope, that joy, that everything that's good comes back to you. You just got to remember that all of us go through tough times. We go through these times where we don't think that we're going to make it to the very next day. I have gone through tough times in my life. I have had people abandon me, but yet I kept going. I have had people steal from me. I kept going. I have had people take advantage of myself, and I just kept going. See, the problem is that we cannot dwell upon bad things. I really believe in karma. I believe in it, everything else, because if you do something bad to somebody else, that bad is going to come back to you. And you're going to say, oh, what happened? What did it happen to me? And then you've forgotten everything bad that you had done in the past. How you treated people. How you cheated. How you lied. How you stole. How you moved through life. You forgot because everything was working out so good as you were doing all those bad things that you forgot that was going to come back and haunt you at some point in time. It always does. But even then, you know what? If you realize what you've done badly, or what you've done wrong, you can pick yourself up and become a better person. See, that's what I mean. You know, broken pots spill more water. And when you get broken down, you begin to spill more water and you begin to grow again as a good human being. It's never too late to change or turn around and do what's right. Oh gosh, you guys are going to get mad at me again because all this whole week and all the last few weeks I've been talking about ethics and knowing what is right and wrong. But I don't want to go in that direction at the moment. What I'm trying to tell you is you may feel broken, you may feel discouraged, you may feel down, you may feel in the dumps. But you've spilled enough water along the way that you're going to start making something grow. Because you've learned through all of these bad experiences. If you've lost your business, you've learned how that happened. And you're not going to do it again the second time. If you do, then you may need some help. And I'm talking about help. You know what? If you feel discouraged, if you feel down, if you feel broken, reach out to someone and talk to them. Find someone to talk to. If you can get all that stuff off of your chest, I tell you what, you can start healing really quickly. I look at it in mediation a lot, where people are just angry. They're just angry. They're mad. They want to take it out, and they lash out at the other side. But in the end, as we begin working the process through, talking about it, looking at things on the table to negotiate on, it becomes not just this meanness and wanting to get back, but it becomes the situation where you have told everything that you've said. Now it's time for you to build a good agreement. Happens every single time. And I'm always amazed at it. That's why I'm so thankful that I chose later on in life to do mediation full time, because it really is a service. And I think a lot of us need to get back into service. How we're working with other people and trying to resolve their differences and issues, and maybe their spirituality, maybe their business, maybe their family. It could be a whole bunch of different things. But it's that active service, that act of giving, that act of, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, that act of moving forward and trying to help that individual out. I really, truly enjoy that part of mediation. Listen, I have been in the spot where a lot of you are feeling that you're just broken. How am I going to get through this financial stressful point? How am I going to get through it? It's been a year now, 2 years now, that we've been locked down, we've been put away, we've been shoved to the side. You've lost your job. You've been depending upon the government assistance to help you. Thank God it's there. But now you got to start putting your life back into place, because things are now beginning to open up and keep going, and now you have an opportunity of all that water that you spilt the last year and a half through this coronavirus. You've now built something, but you just don't know what it is yet. But you have laid seeds. You have put some thoughts into your mind of what you would like to do. Just do it. Don't feel broken anymore. You have been a broken pot. You've spread a lot of water, and you've watered a lot of seeds. Now go back and find those plants that you grew. Listen, I remember when I was first starting my business, a long time ago. This was back in the 1980s, okay? I had no one to help me. I had no financial backing. I had nothing. And I opened up an office, and I had my money, and so I opened this up on the leap of faith. And I had to give up my apartment, I had to give up my car, I had to give up everything, because I wanted to succeed in business. I slept on the floor underneath the desk, on the couch in the foyer. I did whatever I could to survive. And at that time, I felt broken because I had no one to go to. I didn't know how I was going to do this, but I know by the leap of faith and also faith in myself that I knew I could do. So I started taking on projects that no one else wanted to do. I said, you know what? I can do that. Now, I didn't know if I could do it or not, but I said, in confidence, I can do that. And then I began studying the hell out of it. And pretty soon I had another one and another one and another one. And pretty soon my firm grew, so that by the time I closed it in 2016, 17, 18, when I began to start shutting it down, I had over 3,000 clients. I was one of the number one tax firms in Los Angeles, and we were going great guns. But it had come to that point in time where I just didn't want to do it any longer. I wanted to have a business where I literally served people and solved problems. Because that's what, at the very beginning of my career, that's what I did. I served my client. I solved the problem. I did the job that no one else wanted to do. And that's how I built my name. But I was broken back then. I was literally broken. I didn't know how I was going to make it through. I didn't know how I was going to make it through the next day. There were some days I didn't have any food to eat, but I kept going. And then finally, my name got out there. My reputation got out there for getting things done. And I was no longer broken. My broken vase that I spilled all that water to with all those people that were out there building my name, I finally made it. Always remember those words. A broken pot spreads more water. Just because you're broken doesn't mean that you don't spread a lot of water out there and that you keep working the system. Yeah, you may feel down. You may feel like people have abandoned you. But don't stop. You keep going. You keep spreading your water. Every one of us have the ability to do something great. But you gotta keep going forward, even when you feel down. You gotta keep going. I want to use that Winston Churchill's phrase, but everybody's heard it so many times that I don't want to say it anymore. In fact, you probably even know the words that I would say if I was going to say it. I'll say it anyway, okay? Stood up before Harvard and he was talking to the individuals, and I forget how many words it was, but it was a very short speech, and it went like this. It says, never, 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 never give up. This is Mike Lodge. Listen, if you like my podcasts and my vlogs and my blogs and everything else that I do out there, go to www.buymeacoffee.com/Michael Lodge. You can like my articles that are in there, and there's a whole bunch that's in there. And I talk everything about business. As of October 1st, it's going to be a paid subscription, however. So you still have until October 1st to go back and read everything that I've written or published. But go there. Go to www.buymeacoffee.com/Michael Lodge. And if you have a business question, send it to Mediator at Lodge, LODGE-CO.com. Once again, that's Mediator at Lodge, LODGE-CO.com. If you want to know what I do in my real life, go to www.lodge, LODGE-CO.com. That's a lot of stuff, right? A lot of WWs. Everybody, you're not broken. You may feel broken, but you're not broken. Get up. Do something. This is a very short podcast today. But I think it's an important one because every few minutes, every few moments, every few seconds of the day, there's somebody out there that just feels broken. Keep spreading your broken water. Something will grow. This is Mike Lodge. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye. This podcast has been produced by Michael Lodge, fully focused on content.